And we are live. Hello, hello. Welcome, sis, to my series of interview and accepting my invitation. I'm so grateful. I know you're a busy mom. Happy Friday. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. And apologies, I just came a little bit late.
That's okay. We're only about 5 minutes late. Thank you. Thank you. Hello to everyone that will be watching Go Live today. So, if you're new to my page, I am doing a 9-day program, training program, where I am going around and interviewing successful global business owners. Some of them are already coaches, like Sis Alberta, to inspire you, motivate you, and educate you on what we do and how you can do a business that truly works with a proven system, and it's possible for any busy parents, working professionals to do this business alongside their busy life. So, if you're new to my page, just to introduce myself, my name is June Anthony. I am the owner of June Anthony Digital Lifestyle business page. I have been running this amazing digital business for the past 4 years. I am a mother to two active, adorable little boys, 5 and 1 turning soon 9. So I've got a lot on my plate, still little. And I am a working professional. So I'm an insurance specialist by profession. So I've reduced my hours since starting this business to part time, so which has been a huge blessing. So I can be with my boys more, not be so exhausted with work, and successfully building this business on the side. So I'm so grateful. This came at the perfect time for me when pandemic hit, when I was searching for a plan B to earn extra and to be my own boss. So today I have beautiful sis Alberta, all the way in Australia like me, and she's in Melbourne though, I'm in Perth. So I'll get sis Alberta to share to our viewers who is sis Alberta.
Hi, June. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be here. Good night to all the viewers, or good morning, or good day, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. My name is Alberta, as you can see on the screen there. I am a mom. I have 3 boys, 2 teenagers, and a 6-year-old. I'm also a wife and a proud digital business owner and a coach. I'm originally from Bougainville in Papua New Guinea, but I'm based in Melbourne, Australia, while running this business. Been running it for the last 5 years now, and 2025 I'm a job quitter, so running this full time now. So yeah, I'm
Amazing.
grateful. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sis. I'm really grateful. So yeah, so you've shared how long you've been running this business for to our viewers. So thank you for that. So can you share your life before you started this business? What was your working profession that you were doing? And now we know
Yeah.
you're a job quitter, which is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. So before this business, I have an accounting background, and also I moved to nursing. Then I found this business while I was, doing my nursing. And so I built it over 5 years, looking at the potential of this business and how nursing job can be demanding as well on the other side. So although I love my job, but I decided to put my energy into this because I see a potential, and also time factor is the demand on the online space is also one of the key things, and I believe I found my purpose here. That is
Yes,
why, yeah, I
yes,
love doing this, and I'm so passionate about working online. But I have to say, before that, life was busy. As a mom, I
mhm,
never had time. I had never had time with my boys, especially there were times when I was still working.
mhm,
There are times when I would, special occasions or milestones in, the lifetime, I would be just, example, a birthday. I was spending a little time with them and then off I'm going to work, and they'll be really upset and asking, Mom, why are you going? And it's really hard for mom to explain that, especially when you're the breadwinner and you also don't have that capacity where you can be around them and celebrate the full occasion with them or milestone. So I was missing out on a lot on my boys. They also didn't play footy. They've always asked for, they want sports. We have to be there all the time to, you know, drop them off training, pick them up, or games, drive them on the weekends for the games. We've never had time for that. And yeah, life was always work, work, work. It was coming home. My husband, we would be exchanging. Like my husband would be coming home, then I go to work, and we hardly had quality time together as well. So
Mm,
that was life. Um, Burnt out, I would say.
mm,
But you have to just keep doing what you need to do until COVID hit in 2020. And at that time as well, I was on maternity leave with the youngest. And that's when everything had to turn, make
mm.
that, turning point to start searching.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I can relate to everything you said, sis. As a working mother, the exhaustion is real. The mum guilt is
yeah,
real, and it hurts as mothers when they just want our time, right? And
that's
part of you want to give them that, but part of you still need to, find the funds
right.
to exactly. And living in Australia, we're both in Australia. It's a very expensive country. As grateful as we are to be in beautiful Australia, it's
Yeah,
very expensive. Even now,
very, very
inflation.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
And then on top of that, we got insurances, we've got mortgages.
yeah.
It's just a lot. Our pay is just not enough,
No.
let alone that time, right, with our little ones and family. So he says, I invited you because you came to the convention and your
Okay.
story put me and my mentee into tears. It was so touching, the story that you shared at the convention. If you don't mind sharing with our viewers that
Yeah.
story that you shared, and I'm sure it will hit a lot of heart and a lot of people, yeah, can feel that.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for seeing you at the convention. I actually
Yeah.
didn't have time for everyone, but at least I'm on a live.
Yeah. So
Yes. So
what pushed you
um,
to do this online business? And also, have you done anything online before?
I have never done anything online before,
Yeah.
to be honest. But what really pushed me was when I was really struggling when I was on maternity leave with this little rat here that you see now. He's 6 years old now, but that was 5 years ago. I was really
Yeah.
struggling at home.
Mm,
Cutting off an income stream from a family unit in Australia, especially a developed country, is something that you need to work around and try to adjust to. And that's when I saw that we were starting to be behind with bills. And I had to, I started seeing my husband overworked, like he had to try to do 2 to 3 jobs, trying to provide for us. But seeing him as well, I was thinking I can't just look after this, little one from home and do nothing. I have to do something. And that is when I started searching online. I knew I was questioning myself. What are other moms that are staying at home in Australia doing or US? I was just questioning myself because I never knew anything online, any mom that was working online or anything like that. But I believe that technology was here and I believe there was something,
mm,
but I didn't know where and how to find it. But I went to search. And the thing that really pushed me hard as well is the COVID. When
mm,
COVID-19 hit in 2020, we were the healthcare workers. We were I'll, I'll say the most demanded
mm,
people that were there 24/7 at work because we were needed. And there were times when they said, we have to maybe separate you from your families because you're bringing COVID home to your families.
Mm.
And I was like, hang on, no, I can't die alone. I was just having these fears about people are dying everywhere. I can't just die myself in a motel or somewhere where they put us without seeing my family. I have to be home. And also the mandatory vaccine that we were forced, I would say,
Mm.
to to get without knowing what we were getting it for. So that's something that really pushed me out. I thought, no, I have to find something that even if something happens to my job, I have this with me. And so I believed and I really searched um, online. I went to YouTube a couple of times, went to Google. I was praying so hard. There were times when no one would understand what I was going through.
Mm.
And I would talk to my husband, even my mom, because she's overseas. If you talk to her, she can't understand how the living standard here is.
Mm.
So the only person that I could talk to is my husband and God. That's the only person that I could, share. And I'm so grateful this opportunity turned up on Facebook, on my news feed, saying be your own boss, with this young girl standing at the opera house. And I thought, wow, that was a catchy ad. And she's in Australia. How is she and what is she doing? So that's when I reached out to her and she guided me to watch the webinar. And the rest is history. But
Yeah.
I must say that I never, like, internet was something that is fairly new to us as an islander girl. Growing up, um, we don't have electricity back home. Water, there's no water supply. We have to go to the beach to wash and do everything else. And we also don't have the luxury of light where people, electricity, gas, we don't have that. So when I moved to Australia, that was something that really pushed me as well because growing up, people told me you have to go to, school, get qualified, get a good job, and live life happily after. But I've done that and I saw that I was still struggling. And I realized that, hang on, I don't believe that because I went from accounting to nursing and I realized that nursing is good, but the pay is good, but your time
Mm.
is moving away more from your family. And
Mm.
that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be around my family while doing something that still can, bring an income to us, not
Mm.
away from them. So nursing is good. It just demands more of your time,
Mm.
especially when you're short staff. You are, things like COVID hit. You'll be always on demand, and sometimes you don't take care of yourself.
Mm.
You think about taking care of others, and then you realize that, okay, some people don't realize it until they break down and they realize that, okay, I should have taken care of myself first in order to look after a patient, things like that. So that's something that really dawned me. And I thought I have to look for something that I could, move away from this rat race and also from getting burnt out. So
Mm.
this is some of the really things that really pushed me to go and search for something online.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Um, it's especially harder for mothers, right? Because and if you're a wife, because you have to do the job as well as take care of your kids, the demand, and then the whole household as well, right? We don't have the same sort of support like we have back at home. Um, Thank you for sharing your story, sis. So you've been running this business for a while now. So I'm sure you've had like ups and downs in running this digital business, like any traditional business. You're always going to have those ups and downs. Are you able to share with our viewers like some of the ups and downs you've had running this business?
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, in any business, there are challenges that we face. It's not a straight road. The success that you see, in front, you don't know how much is done at the back, in the background. So, for me, when I started building this business, one of the things that I struggled with is comfort zone. Comfort zone, coming out of my comfort zone, starting to show yourself on social media and trying to, I was like thinking about, oh my gosh, what will people say if I start sharing that I'm struggling? Families and friends will be laughing at me and making fun of me. This is how everything that was coming onto my mind. And I didn't know how to deal with this business at the first place. But as I went on to that training, and I was so grateful that there's, in the beginning, there's a little bit about mindset, how people, the training says that why do you worry about what other people say about you, because they will never come and pay a bill or pay your children's school fees or even look after you, baby. And that's something that was with me, and I said that's true. I am doing this for myself and my wife, which is my family, my children, and that has really, really pushed me. So I'm so grateful. I'm still working on developing myself, but I am grateful. I've seen the changes within this 5 years, and I've really grown to where I am at now, and still growing. The second challenge was social media. So I believe I was 8 months into the business when I was running ads and I was shut down by Facebook. As you
Mm,
know, there are other platforms out there where we can do and run our ads, but I love Facebook because I've used it, and other social media platforms are new to me. I still have to have time to try use them, so they're more user friendly to me. So Facebook shut me down within 8 months of running the business. Even I couldn't even create a second business manager because they shut my profile as well. So I couldn't even create that. And then I broke down actually, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I've just started something really good, and now how can the business just stop? And so I was just doing warm market. That is when I started building my confidence, like coming live here and just talking about anything and everything and building my confidence. And I was seeing the results when I was being live, like being present for my audience and followers and educating them about this business. But it was slow than when I was running ads.
mm,
But it's good that I've had that experience. So I went around and I used another old Facebook account to create Islander Girl, which now I'm running ads, every now and then on it. And I'm so grateful that today I haven't been shut down because I've learned through the mistake that I did uh, on during my first year doing this business. So it's all about experience.
mm,
It's all about experience. The other thing that really, for me as a Pacific Islander, one of the challenges that we face a lot is people creating fake accounts, using our photos and using, and sometimes you feel so low that you feel like, oh my gosh, why are people doing this and trying to use my photos to, get money from people? and and that's something that I've been dealing with for the last 5 years, but it won't stop me as long
mm,
as I've been authentic and I guide, people and educate them on how they can start this business. And this is not a get rich quick business, but you see the results when you're consistent on your journey. So these are some of the things The other thing that I had ups and downs as well is learning new things. So the training is huge, and every time we try to learn something, like the things that I learned 5 years ago, I have to revisit today
Mm.
because there are changes that are happening. Yeah, like business page, for example, creating a business page. It's not the same as when we learned it 5 years ago. So I have to go and revisit that as I can guide my new business partners as well properly. And these are the things that I try to teach and share with my business partners and my team as well. Yeah,
Yeah. Amazing. And obviously, you've had, a lot of wins as well, a lot of ups.
yeah,
So I can see the change in you as well. I've been following you for a long time. You may not know it because you always pop up. If you, that's the thing with Facebook, right? Is the algorithm. Once you start liking
algorithm. Yeah.
someone, it keeps showing
Okay.
that person, guys. Yeah. So I'm like,
Ah,
oh,
okay.
and then I'm like, I have to interview her one day. So there's that huge self development, right, with this business.
Yeah,
And in a way, it's a blessing in disguise, right? That happened because if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be doing so many warm marketing, doing lives and building that confidence. I think
yeah,
live is a good one to grow ourselves in this business,
yeah,
and to show that authenticity, right, to our viewers that we are real people running a real legit business. And that can also help with our advertising as well, flow and effect. Thank you, sis. I know your boy want you, so not much longer, baby boy.
my goodness.
Mine's falling asleep after school run, so so I'm okay for now. So sis, can you inspire our viewers with what you've gained through this business since starting?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I've gained so much. I can start counting them, but I will
Yeah,
specifically talk about three. The main thing is personal development, mindset. That's one of the key things that have really helped me. And so the good thing is, uh, the business in here, you learn everything, including developing yourself, mindset, personal development, professional development, leadership skills as well. So I'm so grateful that I've found something that is all inclusive, because in my uni days, they didn't teach me about confidence. They didn't teach me about, you know, things I can do to develop and be confident. I've done presentations, but I wasn't confident. And no lecturers told me that
yeah,
you need to work on your confidence. I'm so grateful that this has that, and no one else can take it away from us. That's the best part. When we start developing ourselves, it's in us. The second thing is 2 years on the business. I really dedicated my income to my mother because I lost my dad in 2020. So that's one of the things that I always wanted to give back to my mom. I mean, my parents. So I used, I really sacrificed the income to complete my mother's dream home in the village. And that's one of the things that I feel so satisfied about this business, because during my career years, I worked 17 years. I don't know, I couldn't even, build a dream home for my mom. But in this business, it's something about the mindset. And
mm,
within 2 years, I was like, wow, how did I do it? In 2 years, being an online business entrepreneur, I completed the dream home. And still today, I'm like, is it real? And it's real. So this is the biggest milestone in our family. As you know, I don't come from a rich family. I come from a poor family. I grew up around a hut, and I've shared my story where my mother is just she's a housewife, stay-at-home mom, and she was always there for us. My dad is a teacher, but teachers, they are you know how you read Poor, Poor Dad and Rich Dad?
Yes.
And my dad is like the poor one because he's
Mm,
so caught up into the government job that he can't do any like that's the only thing he believes in. And
mm,
so for me it was different. So we had a lot of when I was going to uni, he used to argue about you have to be a teacher, and I would say no, I'm not getting the job that you're doing. I have to go a different way. And I want to do accounting, and he was so upset with me. He always wanted me to be a teacher like him. So that's something that I have to say. I'm so grateful that I completed this dream home. The third one is quitting my job. You know, it's a big milestone for me to retire young in my 40s, and that's something that I don't know if without this business I would be working until I'm 70.
true.
And I'm so grateful that I found this amazing opportunity that now I own my time freedom.
Mm,
I work around my schedule and my, children's schedule, and those are my biggest why. And I'm still growing our business. That's the best part of it. Um, I don't know how to explain this. A lot of people still don't believe, or they're still skeptical. They
mm,
think it's too good to be true to be retiring at this age. But
mm,
believe me, our business, I am just one out of thousands and thousands of business owners in our community. Some business owners retired in their 20s,
mm.
retired in their 30s, and I'm like, I should have found this business when I was in my 20s. Where was this business when I was still in my 20s? But there's always a reason, and still, time for everything. So I'm so
Mm,
grateful that this is the best business that can retire anyone if only you put your mind to it and your goal and you
true.
keep working towards it. So
Yeah.
these are the three things. I would say there's a lot more, but I'll share it another time. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. That's true. And you only need to really invest 1 to 2 hours a day,
Yeah,
anytime that suits your schedule, whether it's day, night, morning, you choose,
yeah.
to achieve that success.
And
Um,
the business is so flexible because like today
mm,
I had a lot of since morning. This one went to school, then we went to do we do a lot of volunteer work here as well for the
yeah.
community. So we went to inspect this place. The day it's a day full on around community work. And in
Mm,
between, I was still doing lives, I was still doing coaching calls, I was still answering inquiries in between. So it
yeah.
wasn't like the business is very flexible for
Very
anyone out
flexible.
there. If you think you'll be sitting, on your desk for 8 hours like you do in your 9 to 5 grind, no. You
Yeah.
can just for 30 minutes or an hour or two, that's it. As long
Yeah.
as you are doing that every day, but
Mm.
at your own time and your own schedule.
Yeah, with no targets or
Mm.
quotas to meet. Yeah, I do truly love the flexibility it gives. Like I was speaking to a client that wants to take that next step forward, and she just wanted to have a chat, make sure it's the real deal. I'm a real person behind those ads,
Yeah.
and like I was doing it on the go school run on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how amazing this business is. We can do it on the go. We can do it when it suits us, which is truly a blessing. And then after soon, I'll be signing a new contract after this interview with another mom ready to start this business. And we're
Wow.
working around our schedules, right? So this is the beauty of this business. We call the shots. How amazing is
I
that? We
know.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, sis.
Yeah, while I was on the road as well. This other mom
Yeah,
was following up on her contract, and I
yeah,
said,
yeah,
once I get home, I sit on my computer, I'll submit your contract. I'm so sorry. And
yeah.
she said, no, it's okay. You do it when, you arrive home. And that's one of the best things that
True.
we don't need the whole day to submit
Yes.
this huge contract or the contracts that we have. And also to, welcome our new business partners as well.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
very true. All right, sis. A very last question, and I'll give you back to your boy. What advice would you give to mothers to pursue their dream life?
Thank you. So my piece of advice would be start something, especially that you it's yours,
Mm,
something that you call your own. Because some of us may say, "Oh, I love my job," but one day when something happens to you, or when you walk into an office and they say you don't have a job, what's gonna happen?
mm,
So if you're still working, I encourage you to start a side hustle, especially because in Australia, job security is something that everyone deals with.
yeah.
So I encourage everyone to start, something on the side and build it as a side hustle. And for us moms, we work so hard for our
Mm,
family. We must also think about looking after ourselves, for our family. So one of the things that I'll encourage moms that are burnt out, a lot of moms are doing night shift, a lot of moms are doing double shift, or they're working full on even through the weekend.
mm-hmm,
Just sit down and think and say, hey, what about the online? I am already on social media. Or I bet all the moms out here are they have Facebook accounts, they have
mm,
LinkedIn, they have YouTube. So sit down and really think about, okay, how can I do something that still can bring me an income while
mm,
I'm sitting on the couch or while I'm on my bed. So
mm,
this is one opportunity that you can, tap into. It's not a big investment that you make. If
mm-hmm.
money is a problem, I started this business. I was on maternity leave. I didn't have money to start this
Same. Yeah.
business. But I believe that this is something that is shown to me for a reason, and that is something that I was searching for. So I
Yeah.
desired it and I made it happen. So if I can do it, June can do it, or other moms out there can do it, you too can. Don't give those excuses.
Mm,
Another thing is if you are so scared or have that fear to come out, like I've said before, the confidence and comfort zone sitting in them thinking, oh, I can't do what June and Alberta are doing. We were once like you.
yes.
But had I kept that fear in my mind, I wouldn't be here enjoying my time freedom
Mm,
and owning my own time and still bringing an income home and growing my financial freedom as well. So if you are one of them, I encourage you to really check this out. And we encourage you to go and watch our webinars. We have our webinars every Fridays and Wednesdays. Our
mm-hmm.
Melbourne time will be 10 a.m. I believe you will be 8
8 a.m. Yeah.
8 a.m. So Perth, Australia time will be 8 a.m. I encourage you to go and check out our webinar. And how do you get to the webinar?
Mm,
Through our website. So if you
mm-hmm,
look here, we've got a website. June's is www.juneanthony.com, and my website is there as well. Go
mm-hmm.
and register with your name and a genuine email, not
Yes.
your work email, but your
Mm,
own personal email, and then go and watch the webinar. The webinar is very, very important for
mm,
you to start educating yourself and also go and learn about the business model that we use,
yes.
because this business has it's a package.
Mm,
We have a lot of people may wonder how we bring an income. We are paid commissions, and commissions are high. Using
mm,
our compensation plan with the company we're partnered with, we have high ticketing products. The
mm-hmm,
good thing is there's no selling here. The selling is done in the back end because we've got an automated system. And
mm-hmm,
that's the best part of it is we don't need to push people. We don't need to convince or chase people for this
mm,
product. No, the sale does itself. And the company pays us huge, huge commissions, and
Mhm.
we build it up to financial freedom as well, up to passive income. So I want to say, the online space is really the fastest way to getting into your dreams,
Yes.
because I've seen in the convention, the latest convention that we had last weekend,
Yes.
it was only from our online community that were working the stage and
Mm.
giving those awards for, starting their 5,000 monthly for life.
Yeah.
You could be the next mom walking out up there and receiving that award and making seven figures while you're at home with your babies.
Mm.
And being around your family and watching your babies grow is one of the best satisfying thing a mom can do,
True.
not being away. So I must say, I'm so grateful and I thank God for this opportunity, because I've seen my son from giving birth till now. He went to school and I'm still available for him. So that's something that I'm sure other moms are feeling guilty about, because they
Mm.
don't have that time. Even I always go and do volunteer at his my son's school as well. We do snack packing and all these things, and the other children are asking my mom, why is your mom always here?
Mm.
Because I believe they want to see their moms as well, but their moms are at work, and I
Working. Yeah.
believe they miss that opportunity as well of having their mom around. So
Yeah.
for the moms out there, I really encourage you to start something that you will appreciate and thank yourself for.
Exactly. Yeah. We got a lot of viewers, sis.
Wow.
On Thank you for watching, all of you. This is my mentee. Hi, sis Blessing. Thanks
Uh,
for watching. She's all the way in Dubai.
wow.
Yeah, so there's about a
How's
6 hour.
Dubai?
Yeah, she's rocking it. Her confidence has grown so much. I'm so proud of
Wow.
her.
That's
And she's doing
amazing.
go lives.
Congratulations. That's good. That's good. Keep
Yeah.
doing that.
And then we've got our Lokula. Keep pushing. You're almost there. So yes, we keep pushing and
Yes.
we inspire others to take action too. And then we've got
Definitely.
Kwang, welcome. Kwang, thank
Welcome.
you. Love you, Mob, and have fun. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much, sis. That was really inspiring. So yeah, so Sis Alberta has educated you all, inspired you all, and also told you the next steps so you can be one of us and find out everything about this business, and you'll be guided from this webinar what to do next and how it all works. So take action. The year is halfway down. It's never too late to pursue your dreams. We got 60, 70-year olds successfully doing this business and doing amazing. If they can do it, you can too,
You
right?
too can.
We're all
Yes.
humans. We all have the
Definitely.
superpower.
Yes.
Thank you, Sis Abeta. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we hope you found value. Have an amazing weekend. Bye.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Bye.